Hey guys, how's it going and welcome back. As promised, the Dollarama $4 Tech-1 multi-purpose LED fill light. Yes, it's a 6-inch diameter. And yes, it lights up. It uses the same control panel as my other Canal Toys one I just did a video on the other day. And so we just push the power. Now in this case, this power LED stays on. On the other one, it goes off. But we do have the same exact three modes of this is really bright, and this is the next level down, and the next level, okay? And on any of the three, you can either push and hold, or you can just do one click at a time to get the desired amount of light, okay? As far as using this, I mean, obviously there's no phone mount, right? So I have a Tech-1 phone mount made out of aluminum. So let's fire up our camera, get things going here. Let's put that there. Now, the unfortunate side effect to phone holders is they tend to put things on an angle, right? Because they have to, right? It's got to hold your phone. But what happens if we just hit it like this? Boom! Everything just jumps to life. So that actually works pretty good. I kind of like that. It's definitely giving me the lighting I want, and we're good to go. Unfortunate side effect, it blinds my camera. So we'll have to work that stuff out down the road, right, with all this stuff. Anyway, so besides, the idea here is with a ring light, you're not using your other camera to shoot your video. You're using your phone or whatever device, right? So now we've changed our angle a bit. We've been able to lift it a little bit more so it's more visually pleasing to what I want. And boom, we hit it. And we're good. And look at this. We'll just go here and we'll go here. And yeah, that works. You know, it can get the job done, certainly. Now, here's where I get into it. I'm only at 3 3/4 out of 5 on this thing for the review. Although I think it's still worth $4. If you can make use of this, and with the current tripod and the limitations you're going to have with trying to get angles out of the sucker, you know, because it is kind of one of these wiry things where you got to kind of, you know, change things here, you know, if you want to get, you know, a little taller. My legs, by the way, it's not even 24 hours old, and the glue let go on one of the legs already. That really sucks. But you can just glue it back together. Just, you know, crazy glue it, or hot glue actually works really well. Actually would be your better choice probably, is hot glue if you lose one of your legs out of the mount. And the tripod just, you know, it just unscrews, because when it's in the package, of course, it's all unmounted, right? Now, these tripods, oh my goodness, Amazon wants over $10 for just one of these. And it's like, that's a cheap piece of junk tripod. Like, who would pay $10 for that? I mean, I wouldn't. You know, but hey, if you want this style of tripod, and, you know, you're going to get the ring light too, well, you can get that for $4. You can usually find these tripods too separately at the dollar store. So if you're looking for just this style of tripod, perhaps, then sometimes you'll find them at the dollar stores. Either Dollarama, or if you have a Dollar Tree, you'd be surprised. I'm actually quite surprised at some of the stuff even Dollarama gets in. It's like, really? They're going to carry something like that? That's amazing. Because they do carry some products that are actually honestly really good. But they also have some stuff like, you know, this is pretty good, but it's got a lousy tripod. I have a much better tripod that I'm going to end up using. I'm just going to throw this tripod actually right into the trash can, because that's exactly where, to me, it belongs. And I'm going to screw in this beast, because this is more of what I would like. Now, I already had this tripod, and this tripod can cost you upwards to probably $20, $25, so it's really not worth buying this ring light and then buying this tripod. Unless, of course, you can't get a cheaper deal with a tripod like that with a ring light system like this. Then, okay, I'd say, yeah, buy this at the dollar store and then buy your tripod separately. But yeah, the one that comes with this thing, that's where I'm putting the most ding marks on. Nobody should have to glue their stuff back together after 24 hours, that's for sure. But this tripod, I think, actually works much better, because I can do this. You know, I can do this, I can move it all the way back here like this, and really alter my lighting a lot, and get lighting more angled to what I need. So even for outdoor videos at night, So even if you're, you know, the girly girls, right, that are the audience here, you could angle things up the wall, you know, and light up and accent your flowers and take your pictures or your video that you want to do and whatever you want. I mean, it's multi-purpose. You know, that's the whole point to this light, is it's for all kinds of different things. It's not anything geared specific, right? You know, and same as if you want to do something like this and you want to light up a subject and shoot on your video, you know, you can do this and then you can just, you know, kind of let it go down. But you're gonna have to keep your camera a further distance away so it doesn't get affected. But then you could actually do this and change your lighting that way. So there's a good purpose to the tripod I'm showing you right now. So if you're even looking at these lighting kits online, you know, try and find something that's got this style of a tripod, you know, so if you're not going to buy this from the dollar store, in other words. But when I have stuff kicking around, I just make use of what I got. But, you know, this actually works quite well. That helps my lighting even that much better, you know, and I like that. So, boom, 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 you know, type of thing, right? Or if I don't want so much there, I just even do this, put on a bit of an angle, and it's still going to give me just a little bit more accent lighting that I want, type of thing. Now that's the nice bonus of that tripod, but this thing, yeah, garbage. But anyways, I wanted to show you that tripod regardless. So even if you have a larger ring but you don't have a mount with it that has this kind of flexibility, this is a kind of a tripod where you can buy them separate on Amazon. Or even some other stores too, like Best Buy may have them, or, you know, places like that. Any place that sells any kind of camera gear at all should have, you know, these styles at least, or something similar. But is it worth the $4? Yeah. Would I recommend it for $4? Only if you can make use of it for your purposes. But keep in mind, if you're not going to upgrade the tripod, you are stuck with this. When it does let go, you'll have to either crazy glue, Gorilla Glue, or hot glue the leg back in place. But don't try and fix what's not broken yet, kind of thing. Don't try and force the other ones out. You know, if it just breaks like this one broke free, just fix the one. Don't try and screw with the other ones because you might actually damage the mount. So just let it break free on its own as it's going to do it. But that tripod is no good for outdoors in the grass. Right? It's only designed for, this is only designed for hard surfaces. So keeping that in mind, at least this tripod, you can use it on any surface you want. Anyhow, so yeah, I would definitely recommend still, even with my low score on it, it's not that low of a score, but I would still recommend it if it's something you can make use of. Whether you're going to put up with this or, you know, get a different tripod, or maybe you already have a different tripod and you really just need a cheap ring light, you don't want to pay a lot of money, this is a great way to get one cheap. And you can power this thing off of, you know, USB charge banks, your computer, whether it's a laptop or a desktop. You can get a wall art USB charger. They don't draw very much power at all, especially considering they're saying that you can plug this thing into a laptop USB port, which generally only supplies at tops on Type A plugs. You're only getting 500 milliamps. So this is not a high power draw unit, right? So that's a good point, right? It's not going to draw a ton of power. But when you do get into more powerful ones, well, then I would not suggest plugging it into your laptop or your desktop, because, yeah, you'll cook your bus. But either way, not a bad unit for $4, but it's whether or not you can make use of it, if it's worth you even spending the $4 into it. But I think we got our money's worth out of it just to do the video for you guys to show you exactly what you're getting if you do decide to buy this thing. You're at least knowing what you're in for, you know. I saw a Tech-1 one on Amazon, which actually has an 8-inch ring, and I only found that out because of the package box specifications and how these things are packed into the box from Tech-1. There's no padding on the sides of the box. So I just took the box outside dimension of the main width, and that told me it's an 8-inch ring. However, what they are showing you that got you to click on that thing to maybe want to try it for $13, they're showing you a cell phone mount, which may or may not be there. I mean, it can be done in an 8-inch. Okay, my other one I have is an 8-inch, and it has a cell phone mount. But they're showing the phone immersed within the middle of the ring, which means that needs to be a 10 to 12-inch ring, which you're definitely not getting for $12. Okay, and given the box dimensions say 8-inch, and that's it. So that's something to be aware of. Okay, that they're really not giving you much. But if you look at the package dimensions, and now you know how they pack them into the box so tight, you know, that is definitely going to tell you right there. Oh, we have a 6-inch light on this one. You know, we already know that anyhow. But the dimension they give you is the first big number. That's going to tell you what that true light size is. It's a very deceptive ad on Amazon. And does not really surprise me either for an Amazon seller to do that. We know that happens a lot because, you know, a lot of refunds happen and the reviews get posted, not as described and blah, blah, blah. We know how that works. I mean, I've gotten products that were not as described and I crabbed about it too. But I waited till after I got my money back. This way I know I get my money back first. But I would anyways, it's Amazon. I never deal direct with the sellers, just Amazon. But yeah, I think, I mean, if you can deal with the way it is too, I mean, it's worth $4, but it does have limitations with the current stand. That's all there is to it. Anyways, that's what I got for you guys. You know, I'm thinking about trying out one or two more, but actually better quality ones. I'm in the search for a ring light that'll actually work with one of my iPads. So I'm still looking through Amazon pages after pages after pages, because I also don't want to spend an exorbitant amount of money unless I actually know I'm really going to use it a lot, because I'm not very much for using cameras or iPads for videos, but a lot of that has to do with lack of setup capability. But if I can find something like a ring light where I can mount the sucker in there, I might actually start using my iPads and my iPhones more often for doing a lot of videos, because it would save me a lot of hassle from setting up my DSLR camera all the time, you know. Not that I don't like the DSLR, I love it, but even my 12 mini phone here, it's got dual 4K cameras too, you know, so it's kind of like, well, you know, and this type of thing, right? But yeah, I'm all for trying to even make things even better and better for lighting in here, and even using some of these as just extra lighting. These ring lights actually do some pretty amazing work for lighting, which is surprising me too, even for $4. Anyhow, that's it. I'm out of here, so thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Comments go down below as per normal. Check Amazon, check your dollar store as far as this one goes. If you want this one, they are carried specifically by Dollarama, so do check them out. But at least you know exactly what you're in for and what you're dealing with, and that was my key thing, is I wanted to check one out, but also help you guys to decide whether or not you want to waste $4 or not. So it's kind of like, it's not a waste if it's what you need, but it is a waste if it's going to be totally useless to you, right? So that's kind of where you're at with that one. But hey, for $4, it's not too bad. I'm not buying another one though, because you know I don't need it. But I wanted to buy at least one, you know, just to see what it's like, and we'll see if I do actually get some extra use out of it. Maybe down the road I'll give you guys an update or something to let you know if I've actually been using it, what I've been using it for. But I'll guarantee you this much: the first thing happening after this video gets turned off is I'm taking that stand off and I'm throwing it right in the trash can where I believe it belongs for my purposes, and I'm going to mount that ring on this sucker, you know, because this is where I'm going to get my usage, you know. So anyway, but that's me. See you on the next one.